Happy New Year and welcome back to another video with me, Diamond Racing. Today I'm going to give you my predictions for the 2026 driver lineup. It's early for this video, but I actually like doing this video a bit early. It's more random. The less you know, the more fun you have. At this time last year, Hamilton almost revealed he was going to Ferrari, so I did mine just a little bit earlier for any surprises and early remarks. So yeah, let's go through the 11 teams, because we're going to have Cadillac joining the grid on 2026, I believe. So we're going to have 11 teams, 22 drivers, so there's going to be 2 extra drivers than usual. So let's get on with it and let's see who's going to go where. And please, just my opinion, it's a little bit more fun for me to do these types of stuff, so it's not as serious. So let's begin with our Constructors' Championship winners, McLaren, and they're going to have the drivers of Pato O'Ward and Lando Norris. Oscar Piastri is going to leave for another team because of the battle between him and Norris for the number 1 driver in the team, and he's going to leave to make another team, his team. You'll see which is that one's going to be. And I think Pato O'Ward, he is racing for them in the IndyCar series, I think. And he is their reserve driver, so maybe they give him a chance to see what he can do for a year or two. Until maybe Ugo Chakwa, something like that, is old enough. I think that's the only driver they have. They already let Portletto go. And I don't think they're going to make use of Colapinto. So that's why I went with Pato O'Ward, because I don't think they have anybody else that would drive for that team. And for the 2026 season, it's a new regulation, so no one knows where anyone's going to be. So that's why it's going to be Pato O'Ward and Lando Norris. Second team is going to be Williams. And I think they're going to stay with Alexander Albon and Carlos Sainz. They both don't have a really reason to go, except if Albon does a really bad job in this year. Then maybe they will get rid of him for Colapinto, but that is very unlikely in my opinion, because they are very good 2 drivers. So yeah, this isn't in any particular order, just saying the teams that popped into my head. The third team is going to be Aston Martin with Fernando Alonso and George Russell. Stroll is going to leave the team for WEC, or is going to be kicked out because of the Honda partnership coming in. Fernando Alonso is definitely going to stay there. With Adrian Newey there, he's probably going to be in there for another 2 or 3 years. And George Russell, it's a weird pick, left side, but I think he's going to leave Mercedes because of them not going to do so good. And literally Toto Wolff has tried everything to get Verstappen. I don't think that's going to put him in confidence for a seat there, if they will get Verstappen, which maybe they will in this universe, or not this universe, in my prediction. So at Aston Martin, Fernando Alonso and George Russell. Fourth is going to be Ferrari with Charles Leclerc and Oscar Piastri. What has happened with Lewis Hamilton? I think he's going to retire after he's going to realize he isn't going to be any close to Charles Leclerc, and Ferrari is going to be like, you know what, the amount of money we pay for a driver, we want them closer to Leclerc, so it's going to be a mutual decision, and it's not going to work out. So yeah, Hamilton is not going to be as close in this prediction to Leclerc, and he's going to decide to retire rather than trying to be the team, to get in a team and be the driver that he doesn't have any confidence to beat. And Oscar Piastri is going to take that seat, probably being a number 2 driver for the first 2 years or the first gen. Then he's going to try and make that team his. So he's going to make a switch from McLaren to Ferrari. Probably very unlikely for Hamilton to leave in the first place, but it's just my opinion. It's just a little bit more fun, okay? Fifth is going to be Cadillac, MG, and I'm went for the driver lineup of Crawford and Colton Herta. They did say they really want American drivers driving for them. Crawford is an Aston Martin Junior, but I think if he had a chance to go to F1, he would take it. He is American, young. Maybe he will be the rookie that they can build for the future with. And Herta is a very good driver in IndyCar, and I think he can do very good in Formula One if he gets opportunity. and I think Cadillac's a very good opportunity for him. Yeah. Sixth place is Red Bull. I think they're going to stay with Max Verstappen and Liam Lawson. Max is going to just stay there probably until the end of 2026 to see if they have a competitive car with Ford in there. And I think Liam Lawson will do a good enough job to stay there. Maybe not be as bad as Perez, but not as good as Verstappen, and that's all they need at this point. Seventh place is Mercedes with Pierre Gasly and Andrea Kimi Antonelli. Gasly is going to switch from Alpine to Mercedes because they need a driver, and they're going to exchange another driver for the power unit and stuff because Alpine's going to use Mercedes power. And I think Andrea Kimi Antonelli is definitely going to stay there. Even if he doesn't perform his first year, I believe he's going to be there because Toto Wolff sees him as the next Verstappen, and he's going to try everything to do to make that kid a world champion. So that's going to be the driver lineup Mercedes, which is very exciting. And I think, yeah, Pierre Gasly at Mercedes is a good fit. Let's see if he can do it. It's just a prediction, small chance that would happen, but I would really like to see that happen. Eighth is going to be RB with Yuki Tsunoda and Ayumu Iwasa. Why did I say Yuki? Well, I think Yuki is going to beat Hadjar that bad that they want to keep Yuki for another year, maybe promising him a Red Bull seat or paying him a lot of money to stay there. And they're going to put Ayumu Iwasa in because I don't think the other drivers like Goethe, Ledvlad, and Mini, I think it's Mini? No, doesn't matter. I don't think they're going to be ready, so they're going to put in Ayumu Iwasa and see if he can do any better than Yuki, making it the all-Japanese driver lineup, which would be interesting. So I think Yuki's going to stay, even though Christian Horner said he doesn't want him there, just because he's that good. And he's going to destroy Hadjar, maybe. Okay, ninth is going to be Haas Toyota. I'm not sure what they're going to be called at that point. They're going to stay with Esteban Ocon and Oliver Behrman. I don't know why they would change. Oliver Behrman might go to Ferrari if Hamilton leaves, but I did not think about that. I remember that afterwards, but I still think Oscar Piastri has a good chance to go there. Esteban Ocon has had a good form, and we'll see if he has a good form at Haas. If he has, he's going to stay, and if Oliver Behrman is anywhere close to him or even beats him, he's definitely going to stay at Haas. If the Ferrari, he's not going to call him up. 10th place, second to last, is going to be Alpine, and this is what I talked about. For Alpine, it's going to be Frederick Vesti and still Jack Doohan. So Jack Doohan is going to stay. He's probably not going to be that good or good enough, but they want to keep him. And Frederick Vesti is there because Merck gave them Vesti for Gasly and gave them an offer on the engine and the driver. Probably like you don't have to pay as much for the driver, but will pay half his salary, and you'll give a good, like they did with Russell at Williams, because they have the engine deal. So I think that's probably what would happen, just for a year to see if Vesti is any good. And yeah, then if he isn't good and Alpine wants to change it, they can. And yeah, I think that will be a good deal for them with Gasly and Vesti making a switch. Our last team is going to be Audi, and Audi is going to come in 2026, obviously. But I think they'll stay with Nico Hülkenberg and Gabriel Bortoleto. Hülkenberg, being a German, is very favorable, and he is a very good hands. He's probably going to need those experience. And yeah, Bortoleto, if he does any good, even if he's just a medium good driver, I think he'll stay there for another year. If he does a very bad job, then I think they'll try to find someone else, but I don't think he would do that bad. So that's my 2026 driver lineup predictions. I'm not very confident I'll do very good in this, but I think this is a very fun grid. Ferrari with Leclerc and Oscar is very cool. And yeah, Russell and Alonso teammates, that's also really cool. And Pierre Gasly in a top team again, if Alpine is in the top team in the next 2 years. Interesting. What do you think? What should I change? What is the chance of getting like half of this correct? welcome to the new year. Enjoy 2025. I think the season is going to be very interesting. And yeah, enjoy your winter break until March. Cheers.